Alright, YouTube, I thought I would record a little bit. This is just going to be a snippet of what's to come. I'm going to do a longer, in-depth video a little later. But I wanted to reach out for those of you that have been listening and watching my videos. It's been a surprising amount, even though you don't subscribe. And again, I say please subscribe to the channel. This is the lady in Memphis who was the victim of a home invasion by the Memphis Police Department and Memphis Animal Services. What happened to me was so horrific and so cruel that it's sickening. It's enough to make you vomit. The cruelty from the police, and it wasn't all the police, by the way. It wasn't all of them. And the cruelty by all the animal people, the dog catchers. It's enough to make you vomit. When I tell you I have post-traumatic stress disorder, I have post-traumatic stress disorder. What they did to me, they wouldn't want anyone to do to anyone they loved. No one. I mean, I was so violent. I was so violated, it puts the vile, the V in vile. To have your home invaded, to be treated in the manner that I was treated, was sickening. Because you had some little punk-ass bitch cop, a little bitch, that's what he is a little bitch. They're actually all bitches. But this bitch in particular, who I refused to let in my home that night, by law, by the Constitution, according to the forefathers, we have a right to be safe with our property in our homes. By the and I remember saying that night, I said, I'm a United States citizen. And that wasn't me talking out of my head. I'm a United States citizen. Hell, I'm more citizen than most of them. I'm Native American. I'm a black Indian. I'm Geechee. Hell, I'm more fucking citizen than they can ever fucking be. This little punk bitch cop got pissed, y'all. Got pissed. Because I exercised my constitutional right to say, no, bitch, you can't come in my motherfucking house. No, bitch. But instead of following the law, because see, let me tell you something. Now, this is the way it's supposed to be, unless you're in Memphis, Tennessee. If you're in Memphis, Tennessee, then you know these country uneducated police and people that run this fucked up ass place, they feel like they don't have to follow the law. All I did was exercise my constitutional rights. What he did was lied. He lied. He conspired and lied. And he lied with someone else on the phone to make me look like something that I'm not. In order, for one, so that he could get his way. And for two, so that the dog pound could come back and steal my dogs. Now, my dogs were being cared for. The reason that I'm making this audio right now is to let you know that I did not willfully leave my home that night. I was kidnapped out of my house because a bitch-ass cop was mad and he was cussing. I never raised my voice. I never used any curse words to him. His whole approach was so fucked up, y'all, that I actually called another precinct and said, hey, I got this young black cop here, and he's making me nervous because he's not acting right. He had a partner, a tall guy, Caucasian. He sounded like he was maybe from up north somewhere. He didn't sound or look like he was from here. And the cop on the phone, the desk officer, he sounded like an older black gentleman. He said, just try to stay calm and hopefully he'll leave soon. This bitch was so cocky. If you left, during this time, there was an issue where a body was left in a van at an impound lot. And this little bitch said to me, well, I gotta cover my ass because it might be a body in there. You stupid motherfucker. You stupid piece of shit. You stupid piece of shit. That's not my problem if y'all leave bodies. So you trying to accuse me of being a murderer? Are you serious? Are you fucking serious? Is that not crazy? I'm on my property, on my land, on my shit, sitting in my rental car, minding my own motherfucking business, haven't committed any crimes, still have not committed any crimes, but I became a victim because some bitches didn't get their way. And he asked me a series of questions. I think back now that we've had time to process everything. He was setting me up to be a victim. Do I live alone? No, I don't. Was someone else in the house at that time? No. He went through a series of fucking questions to see if he could take advantage of me. I'm going to tell you what happened that night. I was a victim of racism and sexism. Had I been white or Caucasian, and had I been a male, that wouldn't have happened that night. That never would have happened. Never would have happened. But because I'm not white, and because I'm a woman, and they thought that I was alone, they took it that they're no fucking better than the worst motherfucking criminal out in the motherfucking streets. That's what they're worth. And I told you before that I cuss, and I have every right to cuss. I have every right to be angry. I cannot express in words how violated I was. And the punks that came out that night, those aren't cops, those are bitches. I'm gonna tell you why. They wouldn't want anyone to treat someone female that they love like that. But they feel like that would never happen to anyone that they love because they have this little badge and shit. You don't know where your relatives might go one day. They might go to Seattle somewhere. They might be in deep parts of Florida somewhere. And it may be a cop that don't give a flying fuck about who you are, what color you are, and who your relative is. That same situation could very easily, or something similar, happen to someone that they love. It's simple. Treat people the way you want to be treated. But let's digress a little bit. And I'm not going to go too much in detail because I'm going to go in detail later. But prior to this, Memphis Animal Services had been stalking me. They had sent us, because see, they had no idea that, you know, first of all, I did nothing wrong. Okay? It's their fault if they can't figure out how not to be low kill or no kill with all the fucking money they get. Alexis Pugh, Glenn Andrews, and there's two Glenn Andrews. I'm talking about the one that's from New York City. I know the bitch said at some point he was from New York City. He's the one that threatened me. And Matthew Ballou. They had targeted me long before this. They had this woman named Betty to give me dog food. All the dog food I want. Well, she was setting me up. Now, normally, I'm a little bit more keen than that. You know, I've been around the block or two. I've worked for the police department. I was a bail bondsman for many years. But, you know, I'm a respiratory therapist by trade. Worked at IRS and the casinos. Got a clearance for the casinos. I'm saying all that to say I'm normally a little bit more keen, and I let my guard down a little bit because I was like deep in the rescue. I wasn't thinking that people were this fucking evil. As far as we can count, they sent 6 people to spy on. Now, what these bitches were spying on, I don't know. I know they wanted my dogs. I know they wanted that. They wanted them. If you don't believe me, when they broke in the house and stole them, they had them on a 72-hour hold, right? And they had them down as strays. You cannot legally put dogs down as strays that you broke in a house and stole. You can't put dogs down as strays. First of all, they were being cared for. Second of all, they encouraged the police to do what they did. They were in this. This was literally a conspiracy. This was literally a fucking conspiracy. And it's not just me, sad to say. They bully people all over the city. They're known to bully. that one of their little spies told me that she was literally scared of them. And she was sitting up with 60 dogs in a fucking house. Did they do anything to her? Hell fucking no. What color is she? Fucking white. Fucking white. And as I've said before, Alexis Pugh has a lot of houses around here with dogs, where so-called rescue people are holding them. They trashed my home. They abused my dogs. My coach, she's passed away because what they did is they beat him when they came in the front door. Can you imagine? Let me tell y'all something. I've never had a motherfucker in my house without me home. Never. I'm a black motherfucking Indian. My home is my sanctuary, and my home is those dogs' sanctuary. I didn't ask them to go in my house. I didn't ask them to bother me. I didn't ask those crooked, low-down, dirty motherfuckers for a motherfucking thing. Other than to stay off my motherfucking property. Nobody called you. Nobody needs you. And I don't need you walking around my motherfucking house, bitch. Had it not been that situation, we feel like it would have been something because they had targeted me. Oh, they think I don't know. I know who else in this neighborhood they had watching. And I'll just say there's some close neighbors. You may be thinking, all this for dogs? Hell yeah, my dogs are very well cared for. We work with them, we train them. And the ones that they stole, they're not adoptable. I never asked them to adopt. I never asked them to do shit. But give me my motherfucking dogs back, bitch. And then you have Alexis Pugh, crazy bitch ass. She chews her hair, by the way. Is that not insane? Acting all sedity and pompous with her fucking chest out. That's one crazy bitch. They trashed my house. They took pictures of my house, showed them all over the place. Put my life in danger. I don't know who has access to that. I was threatened to sign over my dogs to get 4 of them back, to pay back. Hold on. They charged me $800 to get 4 of my dogs back. Now, I hadn't done anything wrong. My home is zoned properly. Now, this was throughout environmental court who violated me as well, which is illegal. That's still my property. Those are still my dogs. I had done not a motherfucking thing wrong. Nothing wrong. Nothing wrong. They had no motherfucking right in my house, on my property, touching my shit, touching my dogs, not doing a motherfucking thing. Again, if I sound angry, I have every goddamn right to be. Every motherfucking right. I've been motherfucking violated. I never sleep through the night. I'm up all night. 2 of the dogs that I got back had lost 7 pounds under their care. My dogs are on special diets. They get cooked meals in the wintertime. 2 goddamn hot motherfucking meals. Yeah, bitch. 2. During cold season. My brother felt threatened. My cousin felt threatened. They were sneaking in and out to feed them. But during that time, the dog pound had saturated my home. I've got no trespassing signs all over my property. Why? Because of the little badass kids that go to school behind me. So I've always had no, when allegedly, illegally, when you have no trespassing, bitch, if you don't have a fucking warrant, you don't have no business on my shit. Then they put pressure when I was being held illegally now. Illegally. Hadn't done nothing wrong. Nothing. For the people that were holding me to keep me. Oh yeah. This gets deep. It's real motherfucking deep. I think the proper term for that is false imprisonment and kidnapping. And that's some serious shit. That's serious. You know, people take advantage when they think they can get over. A lot of times people think they're so fucking smart. Well, you know, I'm so-and-so, so, you know, I'm fucking smart. But you know what? For every motherfucker that doesn't listen, I really believe in God and the universe. Somebody's going to listen. Somebody's going to hear me. Somebody's going to hear my cry. I still suffer today. I'm still fighting in the system. They didn't do anything proper or legal. But I have to go through the fucking legal system to get my dogs back. I called, what's that bitch, Congressman Steve Cohen's office. That's a bunch of shit. Racist motherfuckers. I think I talked to someone named Karen where they're adopted. No, bitch, they're stolen. Well, they're adopted. Now, no, bitch, my dogs were fucking stolen up out of my motherfucking house. Call it for what, and sold. And you need to be grounded, my mother. I keep telling them, you need to get my dogs back to me. They're stolen. Damn. They stole from me. Yeah, I have a right to be angry. Yes. I've been victimized. I've had acute trauma. And I'm just in my house minding my own motherfucking business. I didn't call them here. I asked them to leave me alone. And they kept pushing and pushing. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong with you? Had done nothing. I didn't do anything. I did nothing wrong. My plans for that night was to feed the dog and go to bed. That was it. Those were my plans for the night. There were so many lies told, you can't hardly keep up with them. I mean, they told so many lies. Internal affairs is a joke. You know, I did initially all the things that they tell you to do. Well, talk to this person, we'll talk to that person, I did all this shit, people don't care. My family spent money on 6 lawyers, and Carly McCullough, I called that bitch out. Threw me under the bus. Agreed with the other side in bankruptcy court. Threw me so far up under the mother. That bitch threw me under the fucking bus. I couldn't hardly fucking believe it. She used to be a city attorney. She agreed with the other side, and she should be disbarred or something. I don't know. She did not take my case seriously, and she's no fucking good. She agreed with them. She never brought up the fact of this is what the bitch told me. If I bring up the fact that they went in without a warrant, if you lose that, bitch, how can I fucking lose with the motherfucker coming in without a fucking warrant and shit and stealing my dogs? Bitch, tell me that. I mean, everybody thinks they're so damn smart, they're stupid. It won't be able to be brought up again. You stupid bitch. Let me tell you something. These are my babies. These are our blood, sweat, and tears. My whole family is distraught. My niece, my nephew, my whole family is fucking distraught. Just because you see me come to court by my motherfucking self, bitch, don't think I'm by myself now. Don't play me. They broke in and fucking stole, y'all. They stole. What in the fuck? And they set it up. This was a setup. I've been threatened. My life has been threatened. Oh yeah. All kind of shit. This is sad. It's sad and it's sickening. And I suffer. And my dog suffered. When they broke in that night, one of the dog catch bitches lied. She made a false police report and a false 911 call. The bitch called and said the owner is here and needs assistance. Bitch, I was not here and she knows it. When I tell you there were lies told, they lied on me. Mama used to always say don't lie to her because if you lie, you're stealing, and if you steal, you're fucking killed. Please do not lie to me. And I really understand that now, especially with this situation. I'm angry. I have every right to be angry. I'm scared and angry and upset and distraught. Why? Because I have been traumatized by the Memphis Police Department and the dog pound here in Memphis, Tennessee. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And I'll say it again, I'm a goddamn United States citizen. I'm a black Indian, so hell, I got more rights here than you do. On my own shit. Now, let's not forget that in January, Henderson Towing broke a gate on my property and was trying to do an illegal repo. Yeah, I had a title loan. They had been written off, by the way. And so the little bitch ass lieutenant comes on the scene because they had some young cops. So I said, let me speak to your lieutenant. Oh, motherfuckers hate that. Don't dare be educated. Oh my God. Don't dare be, God damn. So you just supposed to do what the fuck you want? Well, that's what Jennifer Sink said, yeah. We'll do whatever we want. We just do whatever we want. That's what she told me in bankruptcy court. That's one of the city lawyers. The little lieutenant comes. Now, this is against Tennessee code. Look up your codes. It states very distinctly and clearly that law enforcement is not to assist with a repo. If there's a breach of the peace, they are to make that repo driver leave the owner's private property. Bitch! Everybody knows that. But because I'm a woman and I'm not white, he threatened to take me to jail because I'm sitting on the thing that's still on my private property. So the repo driver grins, a shitty grin, because we both call the police. And I'm knowing the law. I'm knowing it. Tennessee code. Instead, he threatened my life and liberty. Because the lieutenant threatened to take me to jail if I didn't get off the car. That's illegal. That's abuse of his position. I see why people hate Memphis. I hate Memphis. I hate it with a passion. This is one of the worst. I know there are bad places, other places, but this is one of the worst places. And I actually used to love it here. I hate this place. I hate to smell the fucking air. I hate to fucking smell the air here. That's how much I hate it. They are so into their little Mason cliques and their little police cliques and all this shit. I hate it here. It's so racist and so evil, and you've got so many Uncle Tom black people and the racist white people, and it's just sickening. Jesus, when are you coming back? I mean, it's just sickening. They stole my dogs out. They abused me. I've been abused. When I tell you I have trauma, I have trauma. I have been traumatized. And these so-called activists, they're just full of shit. They just have that name up just so they can make themselves feel good. They don't activate shit. I will go to the ends of the earth to find my babies. Those are my babies. Those are my babies. We will go to the ends of this earth, to the end of time, to find them. And it doesn't make any sense. That judge, well, actually, bankruptcy judge did order them back in my possession. And Carly McCullough bitch got up there and lied. But they should have been returned in those 2 weeks between those court dates, legally. But then that's when they tried to extort $6,000. Yeah, y'all heard me right. They wanted $6,000 for me to get 13 of my dogs back. They sold 2 of them that they had no legal right to sell, talking about can they stay gone. No, bitch! You took 19 motherfucking dogs out of here, bitch. I need to get the other 15 back. My baby you killed, so I've got 3. They do things to try to discredit you. Listen to me good. When they know they're wrong. Listen to me good. They do things to try to discredit. Oh, he's crazy. Oh, she's crazy. Oh, that's a cover up. If anybody ever says that about somebody and they're in law enforcement or the dog catcher, you better look at them real close. Not the person they're pointing at. Because more than likely, I guarantee you, they're doing something illegal and wrong. I'm going to cut it off here. Thank you. And subscribe.